Hi everyone, welcome to Squiggle 10. I'm your host, Moth48, and we'll be getting started pretty soon. Just have a quick look at the bracket, let's see how things are. Okay, a couple last minute sign-ups it seems. It's not the big question. Now the big question, do I join this tournament? No, the tournament's too big for me, I'm afraid. Okay, let's... Is it though? Okay, if I rig the seeding, it could work. Do I want to rig the seeding? Okay, I'm not going to sign up. But I did consider it though, Maybe one of these days we'll see Telika Gaming come back. But for now, here's your bracket. Oh, wow. Challenge is loading incorrectly. That losers thing is very clearly in the wrong place. Super has not started and losers already. Okay. Fine. So what should we start with? Maybe we'll do Tonnar vs SilverSneeze. I believe that's a match we've seen before a very long time ago on stream in ATM. That's kind of a cool throwback, I guess. And the rest of Winners Round 1 can happen off stream. Okay. And both players are already on the mats. Ready to go. So we should expect Lich versus Frost here. And here we are, Lich vs Frost, Tonnar vs SilverSneeze. Oh, around start very cheeky stun wave just at the edge of flowers. Perimeter, I guess? I don't know. Kind of done this one to travel words already. And there's kind of a funny punish of the stun there, with Silver having to use all three of their focus basic attacks. But early on, Tonnar even swings up. Silver just up to around to the left of the screen. Gets caught at the edge of the wall by some butterfly, and on the approach by some wide, now suddenly down to one heart, and suddenly Sylveon the aggressive. But Tonnar avoids it perfectly. And again, Silver's in a bit of a corner here. You see the wall start to close in, Tonnar reinforcing their position. Silver makes a break for it though, does get a hit, but leaves themselves in a bad position in the aftermath, giving the first card to Tonnar. And again, Silver trying the round start stun wave. This time Tonnar's a bit wiser. And it's a barrage of unfocused basic sword play that catches Tonnar there. By the way, before I said I'd have to rig the seeding to play in the tournament. That's because for timing reasons I couldn't play in Winners Round 1, so I'd have to seed myself second or first, I guess. Which is probably not the truth. So that's not the reason I didn't sign up. I would definitely rig to the tournament. Anyway, as I'm speaking, Tonnar brought down to 2 hearts, Silver still on 3. Very near roll by Silver. So close to being punished by that flower placement. As the walls close in, it'll be kind of tough for Silver to hang on to this advantage. There's some expert dodging actually across these butterfly bullets. And now Silver has the bottom of the screen. That's kind of where you want to be in this matchup at this point in time. So Silver can keep up the dodging. Maybe they can secure the card here, but we'll see. Telika Gaming is at peace, doing whatever it is that he loves to do, I'm sure. Saw him in lobby recently, actually. Anyway, Silver, I picked the worst times to speak, don't I? Silver very quickly loses 2 hearts there, now down to 1, and in a bit of a tricky position here at the right of the screen. As the walls close in, they'll Silver be pushed into that wide if it doesn't leave. Over some good movement, and Silver finds the space, very narrowly gets the stun wave off, doesn't quite manage as the walls continue to close in. Gets a hit, brings his last heart apiece. But Tonnar clutches out in the end. Takes game 1. Oh no! This time the stun wave round start is punished. Now we've seen all 3 possibilities of the round start stun wave. We got a hit, no hits, and a hit the other side. But Silver takes the first heart against Tonnar. Now some time has passed, Tonnar 2 hearts to Silver's 1 after that fight. Tonnar reinforcing their position with a very strong flower at the top. Partitioning the screen in 2. But still Silver has a good chunk of space here. That will slowly be closed in, but we won't really see that be relevant as Silver gets hit by the butterfly. Goes off the card. Oh no! It's another stun wave punished round start. It's one of those weird interactions that seems kind of dependent on ping, or at least inconsistent online. Where sometimes you can press stun wave, the lich presses flower, and then you can roll out to safety, and sometimes you can't do that. Not sure if it is inconsistent online, or if that's just how it feels, or maybe it's down to like the timing of when you press the moves, or not too sure. But as I'm speaking, we see 2 hearts apiece, SilverSneeze cornered once more. Not really an easy escape option here. Tonnar is really locked down that bottom side of the screen with those butterflies and wides. Now has to come in. Silver does try and punish the come in, but doesn't manage, and Tonnar escapes, gets another hit. And there is really not much space to escape for Silver, but quite a lot of space to dodge, actually. Only down to 1 heart though. And Silver tries to punish the come in once more, but is bonks on the way, bringing the sets 2-0 to Tonnar. Okay, looks like we picked the quickest match to start. Which means there'll be a little bit of a wait for our next one. Let's see. Fally's secret. Is Fally playing depth today? And just waiting on a couple matches to finish. And the challenge screen is still broken. You see a GG in the chat. Okay. Oh. Maybe someone isn't here. Okay. Yikes. Let's give this a couple minutes, I guess. Ink, do you want to play me in the meantime for just a moment? If you just let's play one game, that can be our time limit, I guess. I mean, I did say I'd play today, so here we are. Perfect, there's audio in this scene. Woo. Where's Frost? Oh wait, that's not Case Up, is it? Are we just... I don't know what my name is. Hunter Case Up? Okay. Run the Shining Crown across the map of this season of Squiggleway. Okay. I'm letting myself get walled. This is not ideal rally, but look at this dodge. I'm perfectly fine. Don't let anyone tell you Sunwave doesn't have ease in this matchup. No, I realized I picked a long matchup. I guess this gives Case Up a lot of time. Maybe we should just do one card. Okay, no, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. Oh no. I'm still just at throwing speed. Okay, these wides are so scary. Okay, look at this. We move to create space. Ah! Now they got hit by Mason. The walls close in. Ink has not taken a half yet. This is so sad. Oh, what? That stun didn't work. I was so sure. Count. I usually lose that mix-up like 9 out of 10 times. I actually won this time. Feeling good. Maybe too good. Nice. The edge of focus basic 3, the true wide of Frost. It's not even that wide. What am I saying? If Case Up is actually here, I've realized we've just delayed this tournament for no real reason by playing this game. That's fine, I guess. Good game. Let's go. I won like 50-50. Round 1 just ended. Oh, Silver's wheelchair only just finished? That's crazy. Okay. Am I playing in the Tawny? There's no space for me to play in the Tawny. We gotta invent a new guy. Okay, I think we're gonna DQ Guago because it's been like, how long has it been? Like 15 minutes? Let's see, from the initial ping it has been 10 minutes. That's a pretty long time. Yeah, that's a -1, I'm afraid. Okay. I guess we'll hold off on losers round 1 in case K-Sock comes back. I could have played, yeah, but then I'd have to play in losers, which takes a lot of time, and that's also very mean. I can't just like, you're in losers round 1, have an expert. That's not very fun. Okay, so we'll get started with winners round 2. I guess we can stream 2 matches. The classic, we can do Bob vs Ink, and we can do Pixel Dude vs Wheelchair. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, what is I don't know wheelchairs discards, okay. Okay. They're already playing. Oh no. Whoops. Okay, we live. We'll do Inkfest Bob, I guess. I say I guess, as I didn't say this before. Whoops. On earth do you spell Ink's name? I've got no chance. Okay. So we should expect to have a depth vest on, as we see here. And on the Shining Crown. Okay, we're on the start. Oh, alright, looks like Bob's being cornered a little bit here. Ink will manage to finish off the checkmate. The tap basic at the end. Okay, balls close in as we're 3 hearts apiece. All of a sudden, Bob in a pretty bad position thanks to this strong clone placement of Ink, but advances along the spacer. Finds a bit of space for themselves, and gets a shotgun punishing the charge basic, and gets a Jellycat to punish Ink's melee attempts. Now Ink down to just 1 heart, we get to checkmate ever so quickly. Bob having to use Jellycat to get through this setup. Tries to use wide to dissuade any melee shenanigans of Ink. A very good little movement by Bob there. On 2 hearts to Ink's 1. Ink trying to form these checkmates. Some good starting basics, but nothing will come yet. And now we see min rolls. Oh, and an amazing dodge by Bob, who does seal the card there. Here on slap. No one has been checkmated. Some close calls out, and oh, a very good clone placement, and now he ends Bob, if it wasn't for the Jellycat. He was close in before any hearts are taken. Again, aggressive clone placement by Ink. I love their clone placement in this set so far. Gets a hit with the double tap basic. Now Bob in a fairly bad position, just overestimates the amount of space available there. Maybe thought a path would clear for those basics, but it didn't in the end. Oh, such a good movement by Bob to stay alive. It doesn't stay alive for long as Ink is relentless. Now it's 4 hearts to 1. Oh, still up a card though, of course. And that's a first hit against Ink with Ada's blessing of a wide. And this does look like checkmate, but no, Ink can't finish it off, but doesn't need to with the tap basic to catch Bob's surprise. Very good movement from Bob again. I've never noticed how good Bob is at movement. Of course there was no space available there, so you can't say that's a bad move by Bob. Oh, such a risky shotgun, and it is punished. Being caught on wide as they're trying to reposition. Now, backing together the clone to try and build a quick checkmate. And here is one, but Jellycat will negate it. Oh. Bob's patience. Very good around these basics. You can't be patient around wide there as we see. Bob now down to 1 heart. But a quick revenge hit brings Ink down to 2. Still a very close game. Bob in a pretty bad position, does have to use Jellycat. Oh, just narrowly, Bob can't move out the way of that. And it will be game 1 to Ink. Good player staying. Of course, that seems like the obvious decision with how close that game was. Bob just caught on the very trail end of basic there. It's quite a ugly hitbox. Well, not an ugly hitbox, just an ugly interaction when stuff like that happens. Okay, never mind. There's some ugly stuff going on here. Some illegal dodging. Referring to Bob being like inside of basic for a moment there. That's strange. Oh, it's not a checkmate, but it is a wide. Catches Bob. And Ink caught against that wall by shotgun. We're going for a very good revenge hit, and that Moonwalk made it into a checkmate, but Jellycat avoids and gets a hit against Ink there. Such a powerful Jellycat. Does look like it'll be checkmate against Bob there, and it was checkmate I suppose, but not the dodge I expected. Oh, perfectly finished by Ink at the end. Bob against the corner with nowhere to go. The basic in your face. Oh, and the little moonwalk just catching Bob's expectation. Again, aggressive clone placement. Bob does manage to avoid any pressure with that Jellycat. Shotgun almost punished by top basic, but not quite. Bob up against this wall. Another aggressive clone placement punished by the Jellycat. Now 3 hearts apiece with Bob down a game and a card. Will be checkmate here, and it doesn't look like... Never mind, that is not checkmate. What a dodge by Bob. It seems like that one was, as Bob down to 2 hearts. And Ink finishes off the set 2-0. It seems like with that win, Ink gets the privilege of fighting Fally next. He doesn't fear, apparently. And it looks like the game we were supposed to watch has already happened. So I guess we'll watch something else. Maybe we could do a little game of losers. Oh. Maybe we could do a couple game of losers. Some good ones here. And I think we're going to have to DQ Guago at this point. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to stream 2 games of losers. Yeah, because we've got, I guess, 1 game to spare from that last round. So I guess we'll stream Tonnar vs Apu, and... Sorry, no, I meant Wheelchair vs Merging and Falkmann vs SilverSneeze. I don't know Mergin's Discord, okay, sorry. Okay, hopefully they see that. Wheelchair vs Merchant first, then Falkmann vs SilverSneeze. Oh, there's Wheelchair. Let's just see if Imagine saw the message. Make sure I'm saying that right. Never mind, I have no clue how to say that name. I apologize. Margin. Okay, here we are. Okay, honestly, I haven't seen much of Margin. Wheelchair on the Sun Priestess, Margin on the Storm. But earlier in lobby, I had Ink say that Margin is like their student, so I guess it makes sense they're a Storm player. I'm excited to see them play here. Oh, so checkmates early on and in a really awkward position for the Sun as well. But that's not an easy checkmate to land, so very good start of Margin, putting Wheelchair down to 2 parts. We'll start to close in. Margin yet to take a hit, puts Wheelchair down to 1. So the aggressive melee option, but does get finally punished. Doesn't matter so much though, as a stray wide captures Wheelchair, brings the best cards Margin's way. And another stray wide, this time to start the card off against Wheelchair. So there's some good movement by Margin leading up to that punish Wheelchair. Was a well-placed Frankie, and a well-placed Waffle, catching Margin, but another stray wide by the looks of it. Putting Wheelchair down to 2, now 2 parts apiece. Wheelchair a bit scared by the melee pressure, does use the spell, gets caught on wides. He just absentees a lot more wides, but their basics is punished by Wheelchair. Now 1 heart apiece. Walls close in. The spell is out before any pressure is there. And Wheelchair, unfortunate bonk on a straight wide, brings Margin's fast game. Sorry? Maybe Wheelchair doesn't like the Storm Beast. Was a good double basic, catch Margin out. We'll also have to deal with the pressure of diamonds. Very even things out here with some wides. Again, the spell used preemptively to prevent any sort of melee pressure. Oh, nice little move by Wheelchair there, in between 4 or 5 charged basics. Again, a good finding of a route, but Wheelchair a bit too ambitious in that final dodge. Does get caught now down to 1 heart. And that's another card though Margin's way after watching a sequence of wide down. Does seem like it's mostly wide catching Wheelchair in this set so far. Oh, but it's a melee hit catching them, but a counter hit with the Waffle brings us 3 hearts apiece to start things off. And wow, Wheelchair has to engage with the melee this time with no dispel and actually gets a hit. A counter-attacking hit. I think Sun's counter-attacking opportunities against Storm's melee is very strong. This storm has to commit so hugely to our melee, because they're just putting a lingering evasive there and getting out the way can land a punish a lot of the time, as we saw before. Now 1 heart apiece after a tap basic catches wheelchair. What could be their last heart in the set here? Some diamond spam is coming out and it'll be really awkward for Virgin to maneuver through this, but does with the help of their flash there. Immediately goes in for the melee, but wheelchair dodges and takes the card. Some diamond spam countered with a flash there. Virgin uses it to get in and get a melee hit off. Plus some diamond spam in return brings us again 3 hearts apiece to start the card. Imagine pressing it to 2 hearts. Do a pancake. Takes the pancake in the face. And oh, wheelchair tries to punish the air basic. Just can't move out of the way in time. I brought down to 1 heart thanks to that wide. But brings Virgin to 1 heart too. This game will be going to its last heart. The diamond spam comes out, but it looks like wheelchair is being checkmated here. Has to use the spell and the diamond spam early. Oh, what unfortunate. Final wide brings the set Mergen's way. Very strong performance by Mergen though, is worth saying. I think it's my first time seeing them play. And yeah, there's some really good moments there. Good understanding the melee. A lot of walls got built up, like quite a few checkmates, some in strange positions. Yeah, it was really good. Oh, congrats on the first win, Mergen. It's well deserved, I think. So I guess next up we'll move on to Falkmann, or sorry, Evil Moth fan of SilverSneeze. I briefly speedrun a game called No Time to Explain Remastered, which does feature an evil clone of yourself as the main antagonist. So I'm very familiar with this situation. You are both players on the mat. I call them Falkmann or Evil Moth fan? I'll call them Evil Moth fan, let's be vain. Oh my goodness, they love me. Thank you so much. Of course it's not for me, it's for the kingdom. What am I saying? This makes me so happy. I can't help but be grateful. Oh, what is this? What? Were they trying the Javara? You know, the Javara punish? That was like the fanciest Javara punish attempt I've ever seen. You like span around him like 2 times. Like the Javara punish is where you like spin around and get a stun punish while still moving. Javara used to go for style points. Oh, very close wide, those are 2 hearts apiece. No, wait, what? Was Falkmann not just moving a little bit there? Looks like they were moving right on the screen. Anyway, that's Silver taking the first card with the help of a stun. And the last card ends with a stun, this card begins with a stun. That's a double hit. Both players so equal. They're trading hits. Most beautiful sight in the past mirror, of course. 2 soldiers so evenly matched as to trade hits. That's Silver taking game 1. It's funny that Evil Moth fan plays green crafts. Orange. Yes. That's why they cave evil by playing green frost. It's kind of odd. You're associating green frost and the sort of purity, you know. Anyway, to start this card, Evil Moth on 2 hearts to SilverSneeze is free. Ooh, very good roll by SilverSneeze. Good hold another position by falkmann that. Again, enough basics have to make life difficult for Silver, but on the approach caught by some basic. If you play this matchup enough, the most difficult thing is probably trying to approach. Just look at Frost's basic, how do you get in on that? Regardless, that's Silver getting in with a roll and taking their fast cards. Ah, so beautiful, the little round star curtsy. Most noble gesture, the Kingdom of Frost, of course. But anyway, after round start, SilverSneeze has taken 2 hits, or has had 2 hits taken from them. Very ambiguous wording. Does take a hit mean be hit, or hit the other guy? I don't really know. I think it means both things. The basics up on the screen. Expect dodging from both sides. The SilverSneeze tries to approach and does get caught, and it's the curtsy in the middle of the screen at a random point. These players, both minds perfectly in sync. It's a single frost brain cell. It's this honor shared between us. We always know what to do, when to press that stun button. Beautiful sight. Oh no, never mind. That's one person pressing stun a little bit too late, SilverSneeze specifically. Again, it's very unfortunate. It's like seeing a handshake turn into a grapple to the ground. SilverSneeze returns with a stun on their own, catching falkmann out of their roll, and even swings up 1 heart apiece. And takes the card to that stun wave again, catching the roll in. Such a great. Oh, there it is, beautiful. The little curtsy to start the round, the little bow. SilverSneeze takes the first hit against falkmann, and the second. Red good cornering by falkmann there. But Silver against the wall and gets a hit with the wide. Again, it's another rolling stun by Silver. Doesn't actually work though, as it's falkmann that punishes in the end. But Evil Moth are now down to just 1 heart. Falkmann. And loses the card. Well fought game. Thank you for the frost mirror. It's a beautiful sight, of course it always is. SilverSneeze advancing to later take on BobTheBobbitWorm. With that done, I think the next step is to move on to winners. Starting with Telika vs Haxentrick, and then moving on to Fally vs Ink. Okay, I hate streamer mode so much. What is this? Okay. Okay, streamer mode has deleted some people's names on Discord and I can't read who they are. I imagine M. is merging. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Fally. The Silver Sweet believers when Telika took not Bob and the ink show up. And Bob's doing an interesting strategy of rooting for their opponent. Something I've done in the past. To mixed results. Hey, looks like we're going to get started with the next game soon enough. Haxentrick vs Telika, Asteri. They've seemingly lost their accent. I think one of the A's used to have an accent in it. Oh no, it's the E. It still does. Fascinating. Maybe M&S just doesn't have accents. So hit with the arm ready. Wait, why is Haxentrick getting smaller every tournament? Last time it was a little bean, now he's a mini bean. And before that it was a medium bean. What's he gonna be next? Is he just gonna slowly shrink into nothing? It's the law. His name has law. Maybe. I imagine there's like a reason why he does it. Like, if I don't live up to my expectation, I will lower the size of my bean for the next tournament. Maybe. It's based on how well he does. Okay, yeah. So getting started with our Green Hood vest. Sun Priestess? Or against Telika or Asteri, you could say. Although we see Sun Priestess, of course. It's a pretty high level match. This is like basically the two best gamers Maybe this has to offer, I would say. If Haxentrick's still alive in these tournaments, I think he is. Yeah, Haxen is first to be hit, but gets a hit not long after with the tap basic catching Asteri's approach. But Haxen caught on some waffle as Asteri approaches again, this time a double hit. Haxen borrowed to one heart, Asteri still on two. Some long range pressure by Asteri will lead to some diamond spam, encourages the vanish. Haxen immediately met by Dispel, guessing Asteri hoping for a hit in the aftermath. Doesn't quite get it, gets it not too long after to seal the first card. The breakfast combo catching Haxentrick, basic round start. Sorry, I have to go for a minute to clear my throat. Seems like Asteri won the first game. hits around Star Tap Diamonds, catching Haxen moving. But a stationary Kunai catching Asteri in return. Sort of one of the goofier attacks in the game, I'd say. Somehow long range waffle. And some wides. Wides all over the place. 2 hearts apiece. Wide. Catching Haxen. And we see a wide in return. I don't know what we saw there actually. Maybe a heart attack of Haxen. Loses the card. And immediately gets cornered. Asteri capitalising, getting the hit. Or Haxen with some pressure in the aftermath. And brings Asteri down to 2 hearts with that top basic. Haxentrick cornered by some diamonds, has to use Vanish, and Asteri uses the Dispel immediately. I think they're really trying to be outpost Dispel breakfast hits. Hasn't landed it yet, but has got a number of hits off the Haxentrick, now down to just 1 heart. Asteri still on 2. Asteri trying to be approached, Haxentrick backs out to there and gets hit, bringing the first game to Asteri. The first game? The second game, I apologise, that is the set. What do you mean? There's quite a few, I think. These people are weird. So I guess we'll move on to Fally vs Ink next. Why are they using plural as well? Puddle Duck is both men and women. Okay, looks like we're doing more Storm vs Death for Ink. They did manage to win this matchup against Bob just a bit earlier. We'll see how they manage it against Fally. It is admittedly a much tougher opponent. See the walls close in before any hits are taken. Very good intuition there to get the shotgun off with Ink, no space to dodge. And another one, Ink brought down to 2 hearts thanks to 2 quick shotguns. Fally's advancement causes the flash step of Ink, who backs up against these very long range shotguns. Fally does have to stop it though, doesn't get any sort of silly checkmates off of it. The moonwalk of Ink maybe confuses Fally enough to let that tap basic work, but a shotgun in return. It's like when Ink's in a corner, that shotgun is such a threat. There's no space to dodge. Kind of, I guess, where Ink wants to be sometimes. I could imagine a shotgun coming out soon. The walls close in, here's a shotgun with Ink up against the wall. This is the heart. I think there was 3 hearts in that card that Ink lost, so just being up against the wall and Fally pressing shotgun. I guess you just can't be there, I guess. Definitely she plays well or not. If she's aware or not. Sort of punishing mistakes you don't even realise you're making, I guess. But Fally off to a bad start, losing 2 half sting. Well, you got to a good start, maybe not appropriate. So it could be a checkmate, never mind, but still a lot of strong basics on the screen. Fally pushes Ink away with that Jellycat. So lost close in before Ink has lost the heart. Fally still stays on 2. Ink very scared of the shotgun there, seems has to use a flash there. But again caught in a bad position right afterwards and does get shotgunned. And it's evening things out with Fally with a wide. Oh no! I think with the last minute micro adjustment to get out the way of that shotgun, but backs into a wide in its place. Very strong move from Fally. Does force a flash step. 1 heart to Fally, still 2. That's Fally taking game 1. Fally taking the first half, they've now taken 5 hearts in a row. Ink has an answer. Oh, very good Jellycat to force the movement and wide to punish. There is a hit against Fally. Oh, very nice little move by Ink there. Definitely not what you'd expect. Means that it is very important to be unpredictable in your movements. Against a lot of characters, I suppose. First step, so pinning you down. So you gotta wriggle away like a web sometimes. Ink now down to 1 heart. Fally on 3, but finishes the card off as Ink approaches. That's Ink dawdling at mid-range, caught by the shotgun. And another shotgun puts Ink to 2 hearts, and a wide after the Jellycat forces the movement. Seen that move once before, as Fally finishes the game off with a checkmate at 2-0. Okay, we'll move on to losers next. We'll do just 1 round, I think, with Tonnar vs Merging. And Bob vs Silver can happen off stream. Okay, Should be getting started soon. I imagine it'll be Lich Fest at. Again, I'm not so familiar with Merging, so maybe they have a secondary. Oh, it will be Lich Depth. Oh, sorry, Storm. If I said Depth, I meant Storm. Yeah. Okay, we start off with a strong central flower. A strong clone making things very awkward for Emergent. Oh, sorry, for Tonnar. It is hit early. Emergent looking to restrict the space, but Emergent flash steps to the other side of the screen. Hopefully that's a piece. Very strong setup by Emergent. Uses it to flash step in and get a melee hit. Not much space for Tonnar to move that. And another melee hit brings Tonnar down to just one heart. So a strong performance from Emergent so far. Ooh, I really love that clone placement. Encouraging Tonnar to release that flower a bit early. Regardless, it's not enough as Tonnar does take a mile to come back to win the fast car. These are diagonal basics. Nelly farming checkmates, but Tonnar does find the path. The walls close in, merging flash steps to a much scarier half of the screen. Does a good job staying alive. And it gets a melee hit as Tonnar approaches. Maybe even an unintentional melee hit. That's a checkmate, bringing Tonnar again down to 2 hearts. Oh, a good attempt to move through that setup by Tonnar, but can't quite manage it in the end. Now down 1 heart, where Emergent's taking 2 quick hits, now down to 2 hearts, now down to 1 heart, to a very unfortunate wide flank. These are even all of a sudden at 1 heart apiece. So many hits from both sides in a very short time. Very scary flower charge that encourages the flash step of Emergent. He's someone interested in the card actually. Oh, what a round start. Clean on your face. Basic in your face. That's another charge basic from the clone that catches Tonnar, and another wide. As soon as this round's begun, it's already 3 hearts to 1 for Emergent. So, the walls close in. 6 are coming out, and wides take the fast game for Emergent. See what's happening in chat. Tonnar hits early into the card. It's a strong clone from Emergent, but an expert top flower to catch the flash step. Gives a heart to Tonnar. So now unexpected mid-charge basics catching Tonnar. Nice little setup. Tonnar can't escape, and it does unfortunately get their flower stuck for the time. Regardless, that is Emergent taking another card. Very strong performance against a pretty experienced player here by Emergent. This is my first time seeing them in this tournament, so I'm very impressed. I did not expect this sort of quality at all. see the walls close in before any hearts are taken. But Tonnar in a really bad position here, while is very likely to be checkmate and has to use the flower in an awful position there. Hardly any screen control granted by that flower in the corner. But again, the screen is so messy now at mid walls. Does lead to a hit for Tonnar. The first hit of this card, and the second comes again Tonnar's way, and the third comes again in Tonnar's way. As soon as one heart, the seal is broken, we see many hits unfold against Margin now. Again, the walls close in. The movement is so tight for Margin, and that is a perfect card for Tonnar. Margin trying to start with an early checkmate, and Tonnar finds the tiny sliver to stay alive. And there is another sliver here forming. Tonnar finds it once again with patience to wait for the gap to come. But the pressure is relentless. Tonnar does have to burn a flower there. Unlike other characters burning DS, Lich burning DS comes at the additional cost of losing screen control for quite a while. Tonnar has flowers in some really bad positions. Although I say that, the heart is telling a completely different story here. And with this flower coming, the setup does not look too bad for Tonnar. He does seal the card perfectly. Tonnar first to be hit. Oh. Comes out not too long later. Tonnar pushing their position a bit here. Gets some strong butterflies placed as the walls close in. Margin steps a little bit half the screen, but this is a huge flower forming. Margin can't interrupt in time. It does get hit as well. The flower maybe could have been even bigger. Although a huge flower on the screen, Margin does still have a lot of space on this left half of the screen. Now things are 2 hearts apiece. That wide hit catching Tonnar. Teleports behind you, but Tonnar dodges to follow up. Doesn't dodge that though, as a mid-charge basic brings the first card of the panel being Margin's way. Tonnar's first to be hit in this card, thanks to a wide of Margin. Early use of flash there, and Tonnar capitalises with a very strong flower. Margin with enough space to dodge, bounce into a wide after getting a hit of their own. Margin escapes to the left half of the screen, gets a hit with the wide on their voyage. Now Tonnar down 1 heart to Margin's 3, it's a strong lead. Margin, who also has a card advantage. As the basics come in, Margin comes in, goes for the melee. It's avoided and punished by Tonnar's tap flower. Margin not with a huge amount of space there. Does dodge out of the way for now, but not for long as we brought 1 heart apiece. Oh, what a play, forcing Tonnar back with the threat of melee back into the old basics. That is Margin taking the set 2-1. Very strong showing. Okay, we'll continue the train with losers for a little while, I suppose. Go on, Haxentrick, tell us what your lore is. What is the lore behind the little bean name? Okay. So the bean shrinks or grows based on the quality of the tournament. Anyway, I guess next we'll move on to Haxentrick, the mini bean seeking to grow versus BobTheBobbitWorm. The BobBitWorm is seeking to bob. I don't know. Oh, but also becomes stronger based on the size. So Haxen is in a fairly weakened state here. Guess that explains the beginner tag. I guess we should expect Sun versus... Oh, sorry. Sun? Red Hood versus Death. I guess I should use the I'm ready emote. I'm ready. I'm gonna do the Fally and put ASMR. Okay, so Haxentrick the mini bean has ASMR, which will hopefully... What is this? Apparently Haxen's playing Storm. This is not the green hood I expected. Some strong basics to start things off for Haxen. Actually a basic of Bob against the first hit. Oh no! That shotgun caught by a wide. No, Haxen, why are you there? Don't you know the bubble grows? That's another wide. It's 4 hits. 2 bubble expanding, which Haxen misjudged, and 2 wides catching Bob. Basically all happened in the same way so far. The walls close in. Haxentrick in a terrible position, has to use the flash there. The railguns, the mid-charge basics. Bob just fast enough with the shotgun to escape that attack of Haxen. That's a little makeshift checkmate, nearly catching Haxen with the went for his flash there. The walls close in. Breaching main walls. No space for Bob, no Jellycat available, that is a checkmate. But wide in exchange, catching Haxentrick out. And it's again another misjudgment of the size of Whirlpool, looks like. Catching Haxen. Ooh. Bob leaves it really late with these shotguns to dodge. He does for the most part though. Oh, it's a really threatening basic for Haxen. Does get out of the way without use of flash step though. Trying to lay on the pressure, it gets a hit against Bob with the basic. Is Haxentrick playing Storm because of the size of his beam? he was playing green before, so unless the game's shrunk in between matches, I guess that can't be true. Interesting. A lot of implications with this law. Maybe we'll find out another time, as we're 2 hearts apiece in this card. Was closing in. Last minute dodge by Haxentrick, who has to use Flash Step against that checkmate of Bob. And it's a double hit charge basic shotgun, bringing us 1 heart apiece. And oh no! It's in for double hit. So we will have to replay the cards. I think that's the first card replay of Squiggle Boy. Very organised, getting into this very quickly. So what's going to happen now is we're going to see Haxentrick will lose the first card on purpose, and they're going to play back that last card because it ended in a double hit. And when cards end in a double hit, the game randomly decides one of the players to award the point to it. It's not completely fair, so yeah, do over. This is that do over. Oh, Haxentrick caught against the wall, but yeah, mid-charge basic release catches Bob out. A little Telika to scare Haxen away. Well, Bob's still in the thick of things here. Has used Telika to escape. No hits. Quite heavy exchange. Haxentrick against that wall. Escapes out with wide speed and the wide hits. I was saying that. Oh, this is some speed. Balls close in. Haxen 3 hearts after that shotgun. Haxen down to 2 hearts. Same as Bob. This does look like a checkmate with no Flash Step available. That's a hit against Haxen. He's now in danger of losing this first game. Oh, a really well timed jelly cast by Bob to stay alive there. Bob moving into the very limited space they have, but not enough. Pressure keeps on from Haxen. Does bring Bob down to 1 heart. And that Jellycat forces Haxen to move into the wide, giving Bob the first game of the set. It's a Jellycat, and it looks like it could be a checkmate. Isn't the Flash Step, and in aftermath Bob caught by a tap basic. Haxen caught by Nada's blessing level wide. Balls close in. Bob looks for an approach. Finds a gap for some basics. Goes for a shotgun. But Haxen has space at the bottom of the screen to dodge. Oh, it's Bob trying to get a really cheeky checkmate at a very long range. Doesn't work out, but does get a hit right afterwards though. Oh, just a bit too greedy as Haxentrick finishes with 1 heart remaining, 1 heart apiece after a wide hit. So many hits in such a short time. Haxentrick lays on the pressure, building these walls, laying the cement down. But bleeds and avoids. Patience to destroy the walls before they even build. 1 heart apiece as the walls reach him in. Not quite. It's a railgun checkmate. Bringing Haxentrick his first card to the set. Oh no! Haxentrick trying for the moonwalk to come to the shotgun, but does a moonwalk quite long enough. If he's ever a moonwalk, prefers to start holding her basic, charging it at full speed, and then moving with it. So a fairly strong mix option. But it's used in building walls a lot as well. You see, usually Haxen is waiting a little bit of time before releasing his basic. Just let you get some nice angles. Combining with your opponent. Bob using Jellycat to avoid some walls. I want 3 hearts to Haxen's 2 at the left side of the screen. Just does their movement ever so lovely. Gets Haxentrick down to 1 heart for the wall's expansion. But hit in the aftermath. Now 2 hearts to 1. Bob's favour still. Yeah, it's going to be hard for Bob to avoid this. But Haxen looks like makes the wrong play there. Really could have got a checkmate off. The walls are closing. Tension is building with the long range shotguns met by flash death and a bunker. The map will have done this. 5 hits all in an instant, none of them real. The clone charge basic, getting the first hit of this card. Ooh. So wide catching Bob, Haxen after a strong start. Quite a checkmate there, but will not pick enough. Bob has to use Jellycat to avoid the checkmate, but Haxentrick still laying the cement down. It's a hit there, no Jellycat. Will escape that wall. Haxentrick brought down to 3 hearts, still a big comeback for Bob to make on 1 heart. Haxentrick returning to where it's safe. Bob in a bit of an awkward position. Could be in some danger coming up soon if not careful. Oh, a little delay. Bob finds an approach for it. Gets out of the walls, but it's not enough as some tap basics punish the air shotguns and brings Haxentrick again. Haxen now decides to swap HUD after her win. Only Haxentrick doesn't have so much practice in his HUD recently, due to him being only a mini bean. That's a green on green match. Play Bob trying to chase Haxentrick down. It's discouraging with his tap A6 and focus kunai. It's an awkward setup for Bob to have to dodge there, does get hit. Again, Haxen misjudging the size of basic, caught, so half advantage, 3-2. 3-1 now, after Bob caught at the bottom of the wall. Bob desperately looking for an approach, gets a hit with the wide as Haxentrick the main goal is about. Doesn't matter so much so as Haxen does take the card. Bob first to be hit in the second card. Haxentrick, the mini bean, says his HUD is pretty rusty, but I think we're seeing the beam going in real time here. It's a fairly strong shot. Haxentrick against that corner, now checkmated, has to use the advantage. The walls close in. Oh, very good dodge of the shotgun, misdirecting it, bringing Bob down to 1 heart. Could be a flawless card here, never mind. It's an expanding whirlpool, bringing Haxen in to 3 hearts. Ooh, no last minute dodges of Bob. He's trying to set up a checkmate, gets too greedy in the end though. Fails to dodge the kunai as Haxentrick wins the set 2-1. Okay, so next we'll move on to Cooler Fair Rabbit Inc. vs Marriage in 2018. Battle of Student and Mentor. Yo, I made a word, my fan. What does this mean? Oh yeah, that's true. Last time we played Storm against Vice, I called it a troll. This time he's showing his Storm is a very serious pick. Okay. Okay. So I guess we'll move on to Ink vs Marriage. Both players now on the mat. Marriage bringing out their Toho music. Not sure if Ink has an answer to that. And I suppose we should expect the Storm Mirror here. Never mind, I think Ink might be scared of the Storm Mirror, as they said in chat earlier. Opts to use Arcanist instead. TM100 matchup, I suppose. 2 quick hits, 3 quick hits, sorry, round start. 3 hearts to Marriage's 2. To long range wide. Marriage's paralysed. It's a very good dodge of the melee by Ink. He does take the first card in very fast fashion. But Ink not maneuvering around his basics quite well enough to get hit. Marriage up against this wall, seems very scared of arc wide, and as they charge a basic, they get hit by a barrage of debuffs. Now you could easily be believed that we've just seen a clock running out of debuffs there. They keep on coming. He's doing a really good job punishing these charge basics of Marriage. Looks like Ink is a bit cornered here though. The moon does force the storm to back off though, so we don't see a checkmate. Maybe we could see one here. The Merchant has to use the flash step to stay safe. And oh, the moon catching the storm, charging her basics. Wide comes Ink now on 2 hearts, the Merchant's free. Oh no, Merchant just leaves it a bit too late to dodge that moon. Does get caught. So I'm very scared to dodge moon with the threat of wide. And oh, the moonwalk! Or Merchant, maybe a trick that Ink taught them. Going back to biting there. Besides a trick Ink uses basically all the time. Definitely being on the receiving end of it, my fair share. Oh, being down 1 heart, manages to clutch out the game. Ink of the people. Switching to Storm, offering the dance. What? That's funny. Merchant switching to Storm. Most unexpected. So it remains to see who is the Pikachu Beast and who is the Storm Beast. Or the Storm Bee, if you prefer that term. Seems like Merchant is the Storm Bee. To the wide bunk Elion. This is such a strange matchup to play and to watch. The Merchant being hit by wide twice. Oh, unfortunate, leaves the dodge a bit too late post hit. Merchant hit immediately, and that's a very quick card. Oh, Ink swipe. This time Ink getting caught by the wides. So, I guess this matchup, a lot of the times you see is very patient wall building, and then most of the hits end up coming from wides. So, oh, I guess after hit against Merchant, tries for the moonwalk melee, we're staying in each other's dead zones here, but Ink does get a hit with the wide. Oh, very perfect bait by Ink, who is not opting to punish, opting to run around in circles instead, and gets a hit with the wide. Very quick game. And that is a 2 out of 8. So good showing from Merchant. I believe getting 5th place. You know, and beating some fairly tough opponents along the way. Okay. So now we will move back to winners. With Fally Secret vs Telika Asteri. Is this the meta? Fally has peak ASMR. I can't say I've ever intentionally listened to ASMR before. Oh my gosh, Fally's gatekeeping is ASMR. So serious about this. Scared Haxentrick will take his crown. Anyway, I just want to rant very quickly. Discord used to have an option to disable streamer mode hiding people's names, but for some reason I don't think that option exists anymore. So, hopefully. Wait, what is Haxentrick saying? Okay. This is best of 5, yes. I say somehow must be some pretty serious stuff. It looks like we're getting started here. Should be expecting depth first sun, and here we are, depth first sun. And this is winners finals, so as just mentioned, this is best of 5 from now. Every match from this point on will be best of 5. So Fally going in aggressively down start. Is punished twice over. Oh, nice little shotgun, catches Asteri escaping. Then another one. This shotgun's so well placed. I mean, a lot of expert deaths are very brisk averse, so they won't use shotgun much at all. It's interesting to see Fally use quite a lot of shotgun. Does get caught by diamonds on the way in there though. Looks like a hidden wide, catching Asteri. Oh! Asteri just barely can't make that dodge as Fally takes the fast card. Immediately, Fally going in around start, trying to make things tough for Asteri. Oh, just delays the shotgun a little bit. I think where the spell can come out. And the classic thing in M&S is just to delay your attacks with it to surprise your opponents. I think that was what we saw anyway. Maybe there's a different reason, who knows. Looks like basic brings Asteri down 1 heart. Well, 2 1 hearts, sorry. It's a flawless card for Fally. So Asteri will be staying the whole set. I imagine Fally will be, giving his name. I wonder what's going on in chat right now. You are cancelling the sun. It's a funny round start. Basic into shotgun. Does get a hit though. Oh, very narrow dodges the shotgun by Asteri. Can't dodge that one, however. Snowball 2 hearts, snowball 1 heart to Fally's 4. Oh no! It's a pretty quick card that. Not sure entirely what's happened. But Asteri got a hit there. Oh, it does respond in time with a shotgun. That's a pretty powerful basic off here. Oh, a defensive dispel, Asteri capitalizes, gets a hit in the aftermath to slow down. Now 2 hearts apiece as Fally comes in, looking for a very unorthodox checkmate, doesn't get it. Asteri escapes, Fally approaches even more, narrow dodges, but this time dispel forced by shotgun, more narrow dodges by Asteri, Fainting aggression, caught by shotgun. Not 2 hearts to 1 in Fally's favour. Oh no, just a bit of a movement mistake there by Asteri. Loses the second game. It's a breakfast combo, Fally can't quite escape. Open the hits for this card. This game, the second hit by Asteri. Lays under pressure, this time spam, this time goes in. Catches the shotgun, but Jellycat's there to keep Fally safe. Oh, very good dodge of the shotgun by Asteri, who's rewarded with a hit. Now 4 hearts to 1 in their favour. Also the situation we saw in the first card of this game, but that is not the situation we saw. A flawless card for Asteri. Oh, beautiful shotgun by Fally. I am really impressed by Fally's use of shotgun this tournament. I guess I'm just not used to seeing experts press the button so often, and when they do, they're quite a sight. Is this a long range checkmate? No. I remember seeing Sealy go for these ages ago. It's so funny. So he's actually landed as well. Good attempt by the shotgun, good dodge by Asteri. 3 hearts to 2 in her favour. Oh, nice. The breakfast special in the aftermath of the dispel brings Fally down to 1 heart. Very strong showing of Asteri this game. He's on 2 hearts now thanks to that air shotgun. Asteri fainting some aggression. There isn't much space to move back into. Now lays the diamond spam and gets a hit. That's again going to Asteri. Oh, what movement by Asteri! Just rushes a little bit into that depth wide. Unfortunate. Another bonk to follow. It's Fally really laying under pressure with his position in here. No hits though as Asteri diamond dashes to safety. And oh, beautiful punish of the shotgun. Gets Asteri a hit. The diamond spam continue. The shotgun forcing to spell Asteri, dodging so closely around so many attacks. Oh, good movement by Fally, his presence just so intimidating there. Caught off long range by a sunburst or pancake. Depth pressure continues up against the wall. The dispel comes out. Oh, what a melee! It wasn't the actual melee basic that got the hit there against Asteri, it was the other whelp and expanding. It's almost like when Storm melees along with their clone, and to get a little bit of backup. Fally got a little bit of backup from his spare bubble. No, can the best player in the world dodge diamond spam? The answer is no. It's infinite effort. Okay, round two. The do-over. This is so sad. Oh, Fally. It's diamond spam, even Fally is reduced to this basic form. It's a shotgun catching Asteri out. Still have a strong card advantage, although down a card and a game. Oh, it's a little very hidden basic there that caught Asteri. I have to say I didn't even see it till I connected. Ooh, so breakfast to counter the shotgun and the Asteri cut. Ooh. Asteri can't dodge that shotgun in time. I suppose have to use Diamond Dash to get out of the way. Ooh. Nice little movement in between bubbles by Asteri. As Fally's pressure so intimidating, we're caught off by a tap diamond. Now 3 hearts apiece, now 2 hearts to Fally for a bit of a movement mistake. Oh, again, Fally's pressure so intimidating, but brought down to 1 heart. This adaptation from Asteri in these last few games has been huge. Does that bring Fally to game 5? This could be Fally's first match loss. Quite a while. But Asteri can clutch it up. Alright, no more greed. Yeah, Fally is having to pay for his greed here. I'm pretty sure Fally was taking it seriously, he's trying to correct his mistakes. I'm trying to check himself a bit. At least that's my interpretation. As Fally opens the scoring with a basic. Quite a lot of words for basics for both of these characters. You know, Bubble, Whirlpool, Basic, Sunburst, Pancake. Oh, it's a shotgun catching Asteri, Fally on 4 hearts. After a flawless start of Asteri on 1. Oh no, Asteri just waits a little bit too long against that Whirlpool. Fally going in for the attack early on. No hits, good dodging from both sides. Oh, very good dodge by Asteri against that shotgun. One is reminded of the god dodge of Doodles versus Airvent in... Is it Sun's Revenge? One of Max's Tonnies? I love using the word one. Okay, slow start to this card in terms of hearts taken. A very bold move from Fally to try and get a hit there. Doesn't manage, but doesn't get hit either. Caught by diamonds in the aftermath brings us 3 hearts apiece. Is this long range shotgun getting hit? It is. This long range shotgun kind of looks like a meme, but it's actually so effective in some cases. Like if you're up against the wall and there's no space to dodge. As I'm speaking, Asteri on 1 heart. And that's the set going Fally's way thanks to that Jellycat. A close match regardless. It's been a little while since I've seen Fally be brought to game 5. I guess I was going to say since Squiggleboy 8, but in Squiggleboy 8 he actually lost in the best of 3 portion, so he didn't get brought to game 5. Anyway, we will be moving on to Ink vs Haxentrick next. Oh, and it looks like they both understand already. Perfect. And this will be best of 5. Yeah. Remember guys, this is an ATM. We're so different. We did lose at semi-finals best of 5. Let's collect them with the arm ready. I don't know, it's kind of disconcerting when you go from winners finals, best of 5, immediately to losers semi-finals, best of 3, and then to losers finals, best of 5. But you just have to jump around so much if you don't. Keep losers semis, best of 5 as well. Mini Bean has selected his character, has changed his mind. Much to consider. Good luck, have fun, squiggle. Same, no squiggle. So it could be a few matchups here. Sun vs Storm. Yes, Haxentrick really is a multi-character specialist these days. You know, generalist, I guess is a better word. But just in this tourney, we've seen the Storm, the expected Green Hood, and now the Sun. We also see a hint of Frost at the beginning of the game. Or was that before the tournament? I think that was before the tournament in lobby. So we haven't seen any Frost today. Anyway, as I'm speaking, quite a dramatic start. Ink on 2 hearts, Haxen on 1. After that failed melee attempt, this melee attempt is not failed. It does take the first card as a result. Checkmate pressure lining up, Haxentrick has to use Dispel, but in return, Ink has to use Flash Down and a double basic. So many hits, Haxentrick brought to 1 heart. It does seem to be a game where once one hit comes, we often see quite a few. Just how that is from time to time. The walls close in, diamonds come out, flash stack to meet them. Ink runs in, looking for this melee, but backs into a waffle. Haxentrick making a stand on 1 heart. Patient around the wide but has to use the spell. Lays on the pressure with some diamonds. Ink's approach stuffed out, even in the cards with a pancake to punish the basic. That's a comeback from Haxentrick, winning the card. Okay, there is a gap in this pressure. Haxentrick trying to stay comfy at this right side of the screen. Sees the spell in the end, but oh wow, use of Diamond Dash there, reacting to the Storm melee. And out of the way, sort of in the opposite way you'd expect, but also avoiding more danger. Like, so much thought went into that, just split second fire. It's really well done by Haxen, who now has the heart advantage 4-2. Oh, Haxen can't quite maneuver past that charge basic though. Ink caught against Pancake, gets a hit in revenge with the charge basic. Trying for another one, the cheeky teleport in your face with a charge basic ready to go, but Haxen avoids in time. As the walls come in, threatening to build a wall. The Storm, the shoddy bricklayer, and what bricks are falling apart as Haxen wins the first game. Okay, we stay with the same characters. I wouldn't expect Ink to switch unless they were made quite uncomfortable. And it doesn't really make sense for Haxen to switch given his performance in the last game, so new characters it is. Our 3 hearts apiece to start this game. Haxen in a fairly bad spot, doesn't matter though, gets a hit which clears things out, but has to burn the spell in reaction to that melee. And another hit against Ink. Now another hit against Haxen though, 2 hearts to 1 in his favour still. His diamond stuffed out, here they come again. Looks like Ink will have to use Flash Step, but it's not available, so they get hit actually. Ink going for around start melee. Caught on the approach by some waffle. And caught on the, what's the opposite of approach? I can think of it, the escape by more waffle. And as I'm pondering my words, the game is over, Haxentrick wins. Still at least 1 more match to play though, as this is best of 5. So Ink will be switching after a strong game by Haxen. Doesn't have a character in mind by the looks of it though. But, okay. Wait, okay, never mind. Ink has changed their mind again. I remembered. It's fine. Yeah, the second person declaring their character is kind of for show. Doesn't really impact things. Going where? Okay. It's a very interesting matchup for the Sun player. It's very scary for the Sun player. She has to play very defensively to make it work because of Worm's high speed, strong melee, and an option to Novi Fire. Definitely not hopeless. Yeah, the defensive play can make life extremely difficult for the Worm to do what she wants. We'll see how this ends up going now, as Haxentrick bounced twice early, and this time's Novi Fire, getting caught by Pancake. Because Sun does not beat Pancake. Novi Fire? It's kind of like this one, isn't it? I don't know, I can't really think about it too much. Okay, as the walls close in, some really good dodging by Ink against these diamonds. Goes in, gets the melee. Novi Fire met by Dispel. However, Novi Fire does have a much shorter cooldown than Dispel, so the game didn't end just there, but wide of Ink's. Ink would have a bit of a window to use Novi Fire before Dispel came back up. Good movement by Worm. They're moving full speed and dodging these diamonds on approach. Gets a hit with Haxentrick. Forced into an uncomfortable position. Novi Fire met by Novi Dispel. And now we should see the window open. Here it is. Will Ink capitalize? Goes in. I don't know, doesn't need to capitalise by the looks of it. Gets a hit with the wide. Now Haxentrick down to just 1 heart. Ink still on 3. That's a long range laser in the end that gives the game to Ink, who is fighting back. Because of how M&S tournament formats work, this does mean Haxentrick now has the possibility to counterpick. So maybe Worm has one good matchup for Ink. Now Haxen has a lot to think about. Maybe they could switch to Frost. It's always an option. The anticipation is killing me. Who will Haxentrick switch to? Wait, are you listening? Haxen, you're listening? Haxen, you don't have to. You don't have to, Haxen. I mean, SilverSneeze is watching, but no pressure. It's not going to change the way we think about the Haxen. Okay, Haxentrick, considering the many possibilities. Asteri watching. Okay, he's picking the Storm, sorry. We're not disappointed, we're not disappointed. No. We're not disappointed, guys. You know, everyone makes their own choices in life. Some people choose Storm B. It's perfectly valid. Okay, we start off 3 hearts apiece, but a wide hit catches Haxen out, but a wide hit catches Ink out. That's a charge basic of the clone catching Ink. Doing a lot of catching today as the laser catches Haxen. Nervy Fire punished. It's a good dodge by Haxen, that. He was dancing around like you'd expect a B2. In long range, kind of scared to go in to both sides here. Haxen moving so quickly. Just to care the possibility of a tiny mistake in micro against this one basic. Makes approaching very scary. Let's see the walls come in. As Ink takes the first heart of this card. Against Haxen. Oh, what an unfortunate little bonk that brings us 3 hearts apiece. Some basics, some wides, Haxen 2 hearts. The wall's looking rather squarish at the moment. See how that impacts the game as they start to close in soon. It's a wide bump by Haxentrick as he's holding wide himself. Dodges out of the way of Nervy Fire, makes the flash there. But I mean, like the last matchup we saw, Nervy Fire does have a much shorter cooldown than Flash Step. So Haxen can't rely on Flash Step for the next one maybe. Never mind, he can Flash Step his back as Ink is hit. Still with the heart advantage, sorry, because they do seal that card. There's some long range lasers catching the charge of Haxen. And again, some long range lasers catching the charge of Haxen. You see fair time looking. Long range lasers not catching the charge of Haxen as the walls close in. And this game has been very long range so far. So I'll just put our pressure on from the back, run out whatever attacks we have, not trying to get hit. But Ink caught by the charge basic of clone, a sort of melee from distance by the Storm beat. Oh, Haxentrick about to get hit by a wide there, it's bailed out by his own wide hitting Ink, which brings us 2 hearts apiece. Oh, some scary basics by Haxentrick. Could be a checkmate here, never mind. Fades too quickly as Haxen brought to 1 heart. Can't set anything up. Wide is eternal. Catching Haxen, bringing us to game 5. And now we have another dilemma, don't we, Haxen? Okay, so Ink is deciding on the next character. Decides to switch to the Storm. Perhaps expecting some counter pick of Haxen. Gives Haxen a lot to consider here. Of course, Frost vs Storm being Frost favoured is not a very common opinion. Maybe that's not on the cards here. Ink accepting their fate. Honestly, this reminds me of Haxentrick's first J Feather sets. You know, usually not this much thought is put into character picks, but there's a real game in between the game happening here with the counter picking. Haxen decides to let the pick be secret. Does it? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Haxen's secret. The character they'll pick. Which of course won't affect the way any of us think about him going forward. Chaos, chaos. You. Let's see. He rolled a dice. I'm talking about the game in between the game and he's just rolling dice. Okay. He rolled dice and got green hood, I don't believe it. Did the dice say green? Oh, I know Haxentrick cheats his dice rolls. I've seen it before. Ooh! Oh, dodge to the kunai bite. So brought 3 hearts apiece early, huh? Haxentrick, crazy and got by the coin. Just remembered though, as Ink brought down to 1 heart. Haxen's Green Hood, strongest character enough to take out Ink's first card as Storm. Also Ink's strongest character. Caught speeding there against the traffic cone. He gets a hit from the wides from those 3 hearts apiece to start his cards again. Ooh, melee attempted by Ink. Doesn't quite work. They get hit in the aftermath of some wide though. Haxen in a really bad spot here, but some unfocused kunai from a ways away. Save him. Now 2 hearts apiece. As the middle arrow of basic catches Ink now down to 1 heart. Could be the last heart of their tournament here. Stay alive for these next 2 hearts. He goes in and gets caught by unfocused kunai. As Haxentrick's dice saving him with the green hood's pick. Meaning Haxen will advance to losers finals to immediately face Telika Asteri. I imagine Haxentrick's bean is growing at this point in time. Oh, hello. Moonshot, Genism, Angelica. So a little dance to say hello. Go. Accent sweep is going on. Oh, goodbye, good night. Ah, no! I lost! Okay, I will do Asteri versus Haxen next. Looks like they're both on the stands. Oops. You'll never know why I said oops. Okay, I'll just give the I'm ready. Haxentrick still has the ASMR on. I wonder what it could be. And I wonder what characters we'll see. Will we see the expected Green Hood vs Moon Priestess, or will we see something else? Probably from Haxen. Okay, it's soothing music. Good luck, have fun, Squiggle. We got the Green Hood vs the Sun. A blockbuster matchup we'd expect. We'll start off with an area 1 range attack by Telika, guarded off by Haxen, goes in against some diamonds, does get caught. Then Asteri threatening off mid-range. Some scary attack base 6, forcing Asteri against this wall, moves backwards as Haxen comes in. The walls close in. Oh, a tip of the spell, but Haxentrick reacts in time. And the walls are closing in, but Haxen caught by the edge of basic. Now 2 hearts to Asteri's plot. Yet to be touched. Walls closing for any hits. Asteri really desperately hits that many range. Haxentrick doing a good job staying alive, never mind against those diamonds to this court. Again, Asteri going for the melee pressure, manoeuvring around these Kuna with the dispel, it's relentless. Haxen staying alive for now, every time I say staying alive he gets hit. It's Asteri taking the first card of this game. And the walls close in, this time before any hearts are taken. There, Diamond dashes in, Diamond's catching Haxen. Haxen vanishes into the tip of the spell, Asteri follows up with a hit. This time Haxen caught against this corner. Against the diamond spam, now brought to 1 heart, Asteri still on 4. And to come back would be required at this point. But not least, as it's a flawless card for Asteri to start off this game. Oh, Koiz is here. Hi, Koiz. Give a hello. was a good counter pressure by Haxen, good dodging by Asteri, who was again right in Haxen's face, gets a hit with the pancake. And Diamond spam with Haxen in a bad position, does use Vanish there. There's the spell avoided by Haxen thanks to the kunai as the walls begin to close. Good movement as the Asteri rushes right in, forced back by some pressure on Haxen's. Some diamonds come out, the walls continue to close and it's a tip of dispel, but Haxen reacts just in the nick of time. The pressure's relentless from Asteri. In that pressure, they caught by some focused kunai, get a hit with the breakfast special right afterwards. This game moves so quickly. The tap basic in revenge brings us 2 parts apiece. Very good movement by Haxen to stay alive there. Just the last minute dodge of the pancake. As the boss against this wall, it finds a route through, but a route back into the corner as the diamonds come right after them. Not 2 hearts to 1 in Asteri's favour. Haxen forced to use the spell on that corner. The pressure builds up. This time Asteri staying at distance. It's been for a little while now, but very good dodge of the kunai by them. The walls close in. And diamonds of Asteri catch. The first card going their way once again. First hit. Going Asteri's way. Before any walls close this time. Oh, but it's a tap basic just at the edge with Asteri on the wall. Asteri again trying to rush right in, force a hit, get a hit as they escape, ironically enough. With Linger and Waffle as Haxen brought to 2 hearts. Brought to 1 heart now. Asteri's still on 3. Okay, very strong shot from Asteri in a set. It will be difficult for Haxen to win. Oh, nice little dodge by Asteri again. And Haxen caught by diamonds, bringing Asteri their second game. Wait, I thought Poise was someone else, I think, my mistake. Haxen's ASMR is not working. Perhaps he will never win the set if Fally keeps gatekeeping. It'd be nice if you could just turn on ASMR and do like literally anything you put your mind to. That'd be pretty neat, I think. The diamonds come in. Haxen caught against this wall, so as they close in, basically has to use Vanish that. Oh, Haxen can't avoid the Dispel trap. Brought to 2 hearts. Oh, good patience by Haxen. We can't stay alive for long, he's now on 1 heart. Vanish again, but at the end of Vanish there is Waffle. Asteri with another card. Then opens up the scoring for this one, gets a hit with the tap basic to begin. We're caught on the approach by some tap diamond as Asteri looks the way in. Has to hesitate a little bit thanks to some kunai, but very good dodges nonetheless. Now 3 hearts apiece. Asteri lays on the pressure, leads to this diamond spam. That's caught by Haxen's own. Now on 2 hearts to Haxen's 3. But Asteri up against a bit of the corner here. Fortunately Haxen can't get any attacks out in time. Haxen caught at the edge, now 2 hearts apiece. There's northern squarish walls here as we play at distance for a little while. Biding our time, Haxen scares with a vanish, but cross back. Not much space here, but a really good dodge of the diamonds by Haxen. 2 hearts apiece as the walls close in. The walls are stopped by the basic of Haxen now. And another basic gives Haxen his first card for a while. Haxen got by a pancake to begin. This diamond spammers will be pretty deadly with a one-foot vanish. But Spanish does have a very long cooldown now. 14 seconds or something like that. So we're to 2 hearts. Asteri with a triple basic, trying to catch Haxen in this corner. Now some diamond spam met by Vanish again, Vanish met by Dispel as Asteri uses the opportunity to go in. Gets ahead with the diamonds, now 4 hearts to Haxen's 1. Could very well be the last start of Haxen's tournament here. A bonk. Asteri against the wide is a start for Haxentrick. He wants to stay alive. And again, Nelly a tip of the spell, but every time we see Nelly tip the spell, Haxen reacts with great pressure. Then from Asteri, who does seal out the set and is given permission for the rematch against Fally. Who is immediately on the mat. Asteri's getting their music a nod. Okay, I'm just gonna stand on the mat menacingly. Hello, Fally. Crazy. That's a very funny thought. Oh, Asteri is back. Wait, the flowers? Where are the flowers? No way, there's flowers. I've played this game for so long. Where at? What do they mean, like printed on the mat? Oh, beginner flowers. Okay, okay. Okay, good luck, have fun, same to you. Cordial start. Okay, very chaotic opening that ends with Asteri getting the heart with a sunburst. That's a shotgun return from Fally. Keeps things even at the beginning. Ooh, very narrow dodge of the shotgun by Asteri. She's now laying pressure of her own. It's Fally forced back by those diamonds. Can the best player in the world dodge diamonds? Let's see, let's see. Yes! Maybe there is one. Oh, Fally caught by a basic ride to the breakfast combo. 2 hearts apiece of these long range shotguns, nearly catching Asteri, but not quite thanks to that diamond dash. And the Jellycat forcing the movement, the wides expertly evaded by Asteri. The hit there, however. Now 2 hearts to 1 in Fally's favour. And our opening card, Fally wins 2-0. Round starts Fally's patience. Finds his opportunity to go in, takes it, caught by Dispel. No hits in the aftermath. Shotgun punish attempted but not connected. It's 4 hearts apiece as the walls close in. Oh, but Asteri forced to use Dispel against that shotgun there. Slight mistake and Asteri finds a tiny space. Closes up there in the corner, however, as Fally takes the fast hit of this card. An on-hole movement mistake, Asteri thinking there's a gap at the bottom where the went. Now down 2 hearts to Fally's 4. Now down 1 heart after a wide catching Asteri's approach. And it's a flawless card. Same as well, here comes the rest follow. No way. People are seeing Jellycat and saying it's the thing from RNX. Kind of like this, it's real from Fortnite tweets. Oh, opening up very strong for Fally, who has a 2 heart advantage, 3 heart advantage. Oh, such a leaky little Fly. I don't know, something about it, the basic almost hidden behind the other. Oh, the basic inside, the sunburst for the shotgun to follow, you can't dodge, I'm in danger. Right, okay. All these close range shotguns attempted by Fally, this one punished though. Dead turn of Asteri. Caught by shotgun, however, 3 hearts apiece to start this card off. Brought on 2 hearts. Now some diamonds. Fally looks for a way in. Asteri on the way out. He goes in, gets the shotgun. Asteri brought to 1 heart. Fally scared at close range. His first shotgun eaten by Jellycat, his second shotgun eaten by Telika. That's Fally going up 2-0. I mean, at the top level, I guess it's quite varied what controller or control option people use. And there's even been some experts that use mouse, like our good friend Haxentrick. Sorry, Haxen. I mean, Asteri had a really strong showing in the last set, so I don't see a reason it couldn't happen again. Well pulled up by Dispel, Asteri caught on the approach. Oh, just caught at the edge by shotgun there, Asteri down to 2 hearts. Over the shotgun punished. Giving Fally looking for a way in, met by Dispel. And Asteri gets a hit in the aftermath. Slow down too much for that to handle, and oh, it's a cheeky shotgun. The focus arrow just in time. Asteri caught on the approach by some wide. It's 1 heart apiece in this card. Asteri with the Dispel trap, she doesn't get a hit however though. Oh! Sort of illegal dodging there. Oh, what a shotgun by Fally to take the first card of this third game. And to tip of the spell, but Fally reacts almost instantly. Does get caught on the approach by some waffle of Asteri though. Oh no! Flags will never hit a stationary opponent. Maybe Asteri moved, it didn't look like much though. But Fally brought on 1 heart, so Asteri's free, despite the unfortunate glide. That is a card coming Asteri's way. He does have a chance to fight back here. Oh, no Dispel available, so that will be a long range checkmate from Fally with those shotguns. Oh, so close. That hit was pixels away from going the other side. Wait, Haxentrick, you've been speaking in it. I didn't see Haxentrick speaking, I apologise. Whoops. Okay, I'll see what you said in a moment. Important game to look at. Alright. As I'm speaking, Asteri on 2 hearts to Fally's 1. That's expanding well, pull met by a fast Dispel. As Fally goes in, gets the wide hit, brings Asteri into their last heart. 1 heart could make a big difference here, either to win the tournament outright for Fally or to give Asteri a chance, which she's given. As soon as she gave up hope, she wins the game. The bean got water, but no light. I shall not grow nor shrink. I'm less confident. I'm no expert though. Sure, mouse is a double edge. Sometimes it kills you. By the way, this was the first time I ever got a double card break. That's kind of weird. They're fairly common, I think. Funny that I was in a tourney. Yeah. Funny. Okay, I've caught up. Let's catch up with the game as a shotgun enters Asteri's immediate area. Time a shotgun is punished. The shotgun gives and takes. Whirlpool gives. Oh, such a narrow shotgun dodge by Asteri again. Gets a hit against Fally with the diamonds, bringing us 2 hearts apiece. Some good dodging by Fally. It's the Whirlpool shotgun in a very dangerous position. So many times Fally throws his shot himself, he knows someone's going to get hit, whether it's him or his opponent. Time is his opponent, so he brings Asteri down to their final card. Magnus card as Asteri. Just one more card to lose in this tournament so far. Check if we say nice words to you because you're being pro Moth. Like, that was a good run, Haxen. You had some very good games. I enjoyed watching your matches. You're being no girl. So much chaos on the screen as I'm talking about beans. Too hard to miss. Okay. Asteri brought to 1 heart. Fally looking for the approach. This could be the end here. Asteri saved by a shotgun punish with the basic. And 1 heart apiece. Tournament heart for Asteri. The long range pressure. Fally now easy approach. They're playing in each other's ranges. And it's Axem. Sorry. Axem? Where's Axem? It's Fally taking his 9th Squiggle Boy title. Ooh, that's the M&S. Have we got any emotes? I don't know when I pray for emotes. Okay, so that is the end of the tournament. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. And now what we do is we test my script. If you weren't here last time, I made a script to automate the tournament results and it blew up, failed spectacularly, so we try again. We press the play button. We get an output that isn't an error message. We have so much hope. Let's see, where's my results? Okay, it didn't seem to load in every single character, but and it's also done it too far to the side. Okay, it's a work in progress, guys, it's a work in progress. Okay, perfect. There's your results. Thanks everyone for coming. Bit of a small tourney today, but it was so fun. It's kind of a scheduling blunder on my half, so I don't think there'll be a tournament next week, but we'll wait and see. So until then, hope to see you in the lobby, play some games, it's always fun. And I'll... So what do I say? I'll see you again, I guess. Goodbye. Thank you.